J-E-T-S! Let's go! Quick pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown! What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson! J-E-T-S! Let's get it! Wow! MetLife Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets media, I love you all. Recall! It's gone! Ready to take flight with the Jets, baby. Let's go! Woo! What is going on, Jets Nation? We're live here on a Monday, April 29th. The New York Jets 2024 class is here, and it is locked and loaded, baby. I am so excited to break down this draft class. We came out with a video yesterday to give you guys my grades. We were live on Bleacher Report yesterday as well, and today I wanted to go deeper into the draft class and talk about it. We also have a lot of undrafted free agents. There's so much to be excited about for this New York Jets football team, and I'm just going to say straight up, guys, I'm trying not to be like, biased or make it sound like I'm just loving this draft just because I'm a Jets fan. But I got to be honest with you guys. I cannot believe how much I genuinely loves this class. I don't think you could have done anything better. Like, this is a dream draft class for me. It really, really is. And no, I'm not going to let one pick in the end of the draft ruin that for me. Okay, I know some people are like, yeah, but they drafted 2 running backs, so it's an F. Give me a break, okay? Isaiah Davis is not a bad football player, okay? So the fact that they double-dipped that running back, I don't got a problem with it, especially when you see the first 4 picks. Bro, I'm really excited, man. You guys know where my level of excitement is with this Jets football team already before the NFL draft, and now that they're locked and loaded, and now they have some depth, they have some future assets to develop. This is exciting. And if you're a Jets fan and you don't look at this class and you're not really excited for this season and the future, I don't know what to tell you. And for the people that's like, yeah, well, we're in a win now mode and this draft doesn't help us to win now. Do you realize how rare it is for a NFL team to just get win now moves only in the NFL draft? Newsflash, the NFL draft is not for rookies to help you win immediately. Now, are there some rookies that can help you win right away? Yes. The Jets got that 2 years ago with Sauce and those boys. But you can't expect a rookie class to come in and just light it up right out of the gate. Now, do I think there's certain players in this class that could do that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But the reason why I love this is because we got the potential franchise left tackle of this football team for the future in Oli Fashanu. Okay? We got a potential franchise quarterback in Jordan Travis. Now, is he guaranteed to be the franchise quarterback for the future? No, he's not. But I love everything about Jordan Travis, and I am so excited to break him more down on this channel throughout the entire offseason and get deep into his film, get deep into who he is as a person, and break him down and watch him develop behind Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor. We get the dynamic weapon, the Yak King in Malachi Corley, the New York Jets brass's favorite player in the draft at that position in day number 2. The Jets wanted Malachi Corley. They got Malachi Corley. You bring in Braylon Allen, who was one of my, if not my favorite running backs in this entire draft in terms of a fit for this Jets football team, a bruiser, built like Derrick Henry, can move, can pass protect, can run with fluidity with his feet. I mean, off-the-charts level stuff. And they get the best story in the draft in Quantez Stigers out of the CFL. I mean, dude, I don't know how you're a Jets fan and you don't get super excited about this draft. I'm so sick of people telling me about this class doesn't have anything to help us win right now. We need sustainability. We need a football team that can start winning year in and year out. And I know it's a lot to ask for because we haven't even won once yet. And what I mean by winning, I mean make the playoffs, right? We want to make the playoffs. But this is a draft that I think has the best foundation out of any draft the Jets have had besides 2022 to build this football team for the long term. Because if the Jets really develop Jordan Travis properly and it goes smoothly, and he's the franchise quarterback, and Olu Fashanu is the franchise left tackle, and Malachi Corley is a long-term answer at wide receiver, and we have Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis competing for the long term at the running back spot. We have Steigers, who's going to be competing and provide depth at the cornerback position. We got Jalen Key in a wide open safety room to compete for that fourth safety position. This draft class is a home run. It is a home run. And you have to realize as well that the New York Jets went into this NFL draft without needing to find starters. Do you know how good that is? I hate that people are spinning it into a negative. Some people are like, yeah, well, we didn't get any starters. Yeah, why? Why did we not get any starters? Why don't you ask that question? I'll answer it for you. Because Joe Douglas did such a great job this offseason to fill in every single hole in free agency and the trade to the point where there was no holes on the roster heading into the NFL draft. So it gave them the flexibility to add pieces to this team that could be developed for the long term and make an immediate impact in year number one. That is excellent stuff. I hate that the narrative is, yeah, well, the Jets drafted Will McDonald last year in the first round. How did that work out? He didn't play in year number one. Are we not allowed to draft players early and let them sit and learn? Did we not? I know that that position, Will McDonald and left tackle, is different than the quarterback position, but did we not learn from throwing Sam Darnold out there in week number one as a rookie, throwing Zach Wilson out there in week number one as a rookie? The fact that the Jets got Olu Fashanu to learn behind Tyron Smith, Braylon Allen, and Isaiah Davis. No, they're not going to sit and learn behind Breece Hall, but they'll be definitely picking his brain. They got Jordan Travis sitting and learning behind Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor. We got Steigers going to be able to sit and learn behind Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. We got Malachi Corley to sit and learn. Well, not sit. He's going to be playing, obviously, to learn behind Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams. Like, this is awesome. This is the exact type of draft class you want this Jets football team to get. You have to do that. I don't know about that, Richie. You draft a starter at 11. That's why we picked 11 and not 32. We need a starter, not a bench player. But do you not realize that he will be a starter, hopefully, for 10 years? I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but this draft was not all about 2024 season. You got to get something for the future. Do you realize that the New York Jets did not have a left tackle or right tackle on the books for next season? Now, don't pretend that Fashanu isn't good enough to start, first of all. If we did not have Tyron Smith, he would be a starter. He's that good. It's not like we drafted a developmental project in the first round. Let's not spin that narrative. We drafted a guy who's ready to start. He's ready to start. Okay? But the Jets are so good that he doesn't need to, and he can be insurance for this season. And if the Jets feel like he is one of the best five, the Jets will find out a way to get him on the football field. That's what we said about Becton. No, it's not. No, it's not. Big difference. I mean, the big difference between Fashanu and Mekhi Becton is what? Mekhi Becton was boom or bust. We all said it when we drafted him. We were excited about it, but what did we say about Mekhi Becton? He was boom or bust. The bust probability is high, just like the boom probability is high. And why was the bust probability high? Because he had a red flag with his injury concerns, and the injury concerns did not help Mekhi Becton. Olu does not have that issue, and Olu is a pure pass-protecting technician. Do not compare Mekhi Becton and Olu just because they play the same position, please. This is wrong. LaSalle with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, LaSalle. I appreciate you. Did you shoot your shot to try to get Jordan Travis in for an interview? I did not yet. I got to wait out a little bit. I don't know. I'll try my best, LaSalle. It's going to be hard. I'll try my best to get Jordan Travis on the chat. I mean, listen, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My favorite pick in the entire draft class is Jordan Travis. I know some might find that interesting, but it's nothing against the rest of the prospects. But Jordan Travis was my quarterback, and I used to love the draft class getting into the 2019 draft when we were studying the quarterbacks. We were studying Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Rosen, Josh Allen, and those boys. I love that process. And then we got Sam, and unfortunately did not work out. Same process in the 2021 class. Studying Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and all those boys, and we get Zach Wilson. This year, I did a lot of my study, and my study came out, and I came out with loving Jordan Travis. And the fact that they actually got him, bro, they actually got my guy. I love it. Absolutely love it. He can sit and learn. And the fact that he's coming off an injury, it makes so much sense. He's not an immediate go out there and play. That's the coolest thing about this. We're not asking Jordan Travis to play at all in year number 1. That's the coolest thing. Johnny Boy says, from a Pats fan, y'all got a good squad on paper. I wouldn't mind seeing Rodgers make one last run. Hey, I will cry tears of joy if that happens. Just wondering, Glenn says, just wondering if the Jets could trade one of those tackles once they realize Olu's better. Nah. If anything, they're not going to trade him. They'll play Olu over one of them because they need depth, Glenn. They can't trade one of their tackles and then just hope that they'll stay healthy. If it gets to the point where one of the tackles is just not as good because they're older and they're maybe injury prone, and they'll just bench them. They won't, because we need depth. Because what happens if Olu goes out there and God forbid gets hurt? They need to have insurance. So definitely not. They're definitely not going to trade. I guarantee Fashanu will start at least one game, if not more, this season. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know who's saying that's not. Let's go. Richie and Greenbean had Allen number 1 running back for us. Yes. I'm so pumped up. I'm so pumped up about that. Braylon Allen was my guy, and we got him, bro. We got him, bro. They still need offensive line depth. I mean, how much more offensive line depth can we want? I mean, listen, of course we want more. We want more. Jets fans will never be satisfied. We have the best roster like I've ever seen as a Jets fan on paper, and we still got people complaining. We have very good tackles now. I'm very comfortable in the tackle depth. You got Olu, Carter Warren, Max Mitchell as your 3 backups. I think that's perfect. And then you got the other guy's name. I forgot, the 4th guy. And then inside, Wes Schweitzer, who could be guard center. I'd like to re-sign Connor McGovern. But yes, interior offensive line depth is definitely a need. But hey, you never know. The Jets got a lot of undrafted free agents that we're going to have to break down on this channel soon. Because I'll be honest, I kicked myself out of my own stream. I always do that on accident. Sorry. But yes, we have a lot of things. I'm wrong. Mike says I'm wrong. What am I wrong about? Everyone on the O-line has an injury. What am I wrong about? Please enlighten me, bro. Please enlighten me. What am I wrong about? But just some personal news, just from the standpoint of I wish I had been more active, but this weekend has been hectic for me and all of us. As a Jets fan covering the NFL draft, as a Knicks fan covering the NBA playoffs, and then I may or may not have someone new in my life. I don't know how to say that, but you guys will see, I guess, one day. But yes, your boy may have a girlfriend, which is brand new and fresh. So you gotta spend some time with the girl, of course, and that's brand new. So she was over for the weekend. So I was balancing the Knicks, the Jets, and relationship. And now here we are. And now I'm grinding it out for you guys. Let's go. That's what we like to see. Vibes are high right now, okay? I'm just telling you guys that right now. I love you guys, so I like to fill you in on some personal things when it's necessary. And there's a lot of freaking awesome things going on right now. The Jets murdered this draft. The Knicks up 3-1. And then you heard the other one. You heard the other one. So let's freaking go. Okay, let's freaking go. I'm super, super excited. Woo! I'm pumped up right now, baby. I'm so excited. The vibes, you can't get better. So that's why, the reason why I say that, though, is because if that wasn't the case, I would have been grinding undrafted free agency videos. I would have been doing draft grades even more. I would have been making more videos. But, bro, between the Knicks, the draft, her being over for the weekend, it was a lot. It was a lot for me to handle, and I did as best as I could, and I hope you guys appreciated all the content that I came out with because I really tried to squeeze in as much as I could, bro. As much as I could. Please enlighten me. How did the Jets not kill this draft? I would love for you to enlighten me, bro. Please tell me what you didn't like about it. I would love to hear that. Love to hear that. Malachi was a Yak King due to competition. Oh, there goes Glenn. There goes Glenn. All right, Malachi sucks because if he was not in good competition. You guys are right. I hate this narrative, bro. I hate this narrative. You look at what Malachi Corley did. He looked like a man amongst boys. So we're just going to put a red flag on it because the guy dominated, absolutely dominated his people. You look at Malachi's tape, he is literally stiff-arming people down to the floor and being an absolute dog. But, it's weak competition, so we can't do that in the NFL, I guess. All right. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Dumper, she is a Pats fan. She ain't no Patriots fan, bro. I promise you that. Malachi turned down. Yeah, thank you for bringing this up. Thank you so much. Can we talk about this? Everybody that's like, oh, Malachi came from bad, terrible competition. He was offered like $500,000 from an NIL deal for a bigger school, and he decided to stay because he wanted to stay there and be loyal to his school. But we're gonna use that as a negative. I'm sure. This is gonna be some season. Everyone, buckle up. Buckle up, Peter. Buckle up. Buckle up. She's a Giants fan, but she's not super into the NFL, so now she's a Jets fan officially. How about that? I'll bring her to training camp this year, maybe. Hopefully. Let's go. So I want everybody in the chat to tell me, who is your favorite player in this draft? Who is your favorite player in this entire draft? Who is your favorite player in the class, baby? Let's go, man. I'm super pumped up. Mine's Jordan Travis. And then probably Malachi. And then Olu. And then Braylon Allen. And then Davis. Nah, then Steigers, honestly. Man, it's tough. It's tough, bro. I don't know why people find anything to hate on. Honestly, it's shocking that are some Jets fans that look at this class and are disappointed in it. Like, I'm trying so hard to be objective with this class. Like, I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm a Jets fan, so you're just raving about. Like, no, like, I genuinely look at this class and think it was an ace. An ace. The only thing you can say is the Jets got 2 running backs. Why did they do that? Why don't we let it play itself out? Okay? Why don't we let it play itself out? And let's not forget the undrafted free agents the New York Jets brought in. There's a lot of them. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't do a lot of I did not have a lot of time yesterday to be able to break down these undrafted free agents. I got the whole list right here. I wrote them all down. I got them. But bro, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. My few favorites is Leonard Taylor III, who was I'm pretty sure I mocked him to the Jets in my mock drafts later on, from Miami. Tyler Harrell, wide receiver from Miami as well, the speedster. I think he has potential with 4.2 speed. I mean, you can't coach speed. Braden McGregor from Michigan also has some potential there. We got a guy named Jet Johnson, a linebacker. Love that. His first name is Jet. Are you kidding me? Tyreek Johnson, the edge rusher, which I really like as well. There's some offensive linemen we brought in. Marcus Riley, wide receiver. Willie Taylor, offensive tackle from Louisville. I mean, there's so many players the Jets brought in. Obviously, they're not all making the roster, but you never know. Last year, we had 2 undrafted free agents at the wide receiver position make the team. 2 years ago, we had Tony Adams as an undrafted free agent make the team and be a starter. And then let's not forget Bryce Huff. Let's not forget Kenny Yeboah. So the Jets have a knack of getting undrafted free agents and making them into really impactful players. And I think that there's a lot of things to look forward to when it comes to the Jets undrafted free agents. So I got to make a whole video breaking them down maybe today or tomorrow. But hey, bro, when it comes to the Jets and the Knicks right now, it's hard to balance it all. It's hard to balance it all. Tyler says, Richie, Fashanu, great pick, not immediate starter, eventually will be. Corley, great pick, wide receiver 3. Allen, running back 2. Travis, quarterback 3. Future starting back quarterback. Davis, running back 3-4. Steigers and Jalen, key depth players, overall B++. There we go, Tyler. That's a great analysis from my man. I mean, come on. If you're going to give it a B++, at least level it up to an A-, Tyler. Come on. At least level it up to an A- if you're going to do that. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button for your boy here on Jets Media. I cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in to another episode of a Jets Media show live on YouTube. Let's get this to way over 100 likes. If we can do that, folks. 57 likes right now. Smash the like button. Milk those thumbs. Let's get this to way over 100 likes if possible. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that, guys. Hit the like button right now. Let's see how fast we can skyrocket the like button all the way to new heights, baby. Let's freaking go. I love this draft class so much. I want to put a poll in the chat to see what you guys will grade. What letter grade do you give the Jets 2024 class? Okay, A, B, C. All right, let's see. Let me know in the chat. With the poll, A, B, C, or D. F. I mean, I didn't put a D. I just put an F. Let's go. Corley is our version of Randall Cobb when he was in his prime. Allen just like A.J. Dillon. Okay, Kevin. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm giving it a B-. I'm also excited to see Kuntz this season. Kuntz. If Kuntz makes the roster. Richie, in all seriousness, what are your thoughts of JD and Salah presser on draft day number 1? They didn't see hyped that they drafted Olu. I think the reason for that is their dream scenario was trading up for, like in that moment, they tried aggressively to trade up for Odunze or Neighbors, and they failed, and they got plan B. And their plan B was Fashanu, which they were content with. And then now they had to turn the page. Okay, Olu, now we have to go get our weapon. We were unable to get our playmaker in round 1, so now they have to be aggressive to get their playmaker. And then we saw the next day, Robert Saleh texts Joe Douglas, whatever it takes, a picture of Malachi Corley. And they were not going to fail back-to-back days without coming away with their favorite playmaker. And the Jets got their favorite playmaker. You saw the press conference that day, different energy. I think that's the reason for it. That's the reason for it. Thank you, George. Let's go. Isn't Allen like 20 years old? Yes. So Braylon Allen is the first NFL player to get drafted in the league to be born in 2004. What? The guy's 6 years younger than me? How is that possible? I have no idea. Wow. Glenn says, here's the thing about draft. People don't like the draft because teams didn't select the players they wanted. Richie, you selected a lot of these players in your mock, so yes, you will like it. Absolutely. That's why it feels a little more, man, it feels so good. It's very rare, and Glenn brings up a good point. How rare is it that you do all this pre-draft work and your draft crushes don't get drafted by your favorite team, and you see your draft crush go to another team, and then they flourish, and you're like, see, I love that guy. But for me, bro, I'm so happy right now. No one can knock me off. Joey says, Richie, here's Malachi Corley's box score against Ohio State. Last year, 8 receptions, 88 yards, 11 yards per reception, 1 touchdown, 34 yards long. How is it he can't play against good comp? Not true. Hey, Joey R. coming here with the facts. He can't play against good competition? Watch this. Look what he did against Ohio State. But people are still going to not take that seriously? Come on now. Thank you for the facts. We got great players. We got a great day. Draft and depth. Draft was an A+. There we go, Best Jet. So, according to the poll, 41% says an A, 49% says B, 6% says C, 4% says F, which are just pure haters. If you're a Jets fan and clicked an F, bro, like, if you're not a Jets fan, you're trolling, makes sense. But if you're a Jets fan, bro, damn, that's sad on your end. Corley's a dog. Yes, he is. The text gave me draft day vibes. Vontae Mack, no matter what. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rip Chatwick, 100%. It's a great movie. Let's go. Love the content, Richie. I cannot wait for training camp. Me too, bro. I can't wait for training camp, man. Now, I don't know when Jordan Travis will be ready to go, but Dude, training camp, bro. Seeing Aaron Rodgers with the first team, and then Tyrod with the second team, and then Jordan Travis when he gets healthy with the third team. With all these boys getting out there and acclimated, with all the undrafted free agents, bro. Bro. Dolphin State of Mind comes out and asks a question. Richie, who had the best draft in the AFC East? I mean, I think the AFC East had a very, very good draft. Now, let me just say this before I give you my opinion. PFF has the Jets as the best draft in the AFC East. So PFF ranked the Jets in A, first among the AFC East teams. Bro, PFF rarely gives out good grades to the Jets. So I just want people to realize, I know draft grades, you can't look at it too much because we've seen A-letter grades get handed out, and then you look back on the draft years later and they were ass. Excuse my language. But the PFF gave the Jets an A. An A. PFF is stingy. They love this Jets draft. But I got people in here trying to convince me that it's a C. Give me a break. Give me a break. Now, if you guys say B, that's fine. Not everybody has to agree with an A. But according to PFF, the Jets had the best draft in the AFC East, and it's an A. A. Everyone keeps holding on to the Isaiah Davis pick. Watch what Isaiah Davis does. So Jack is holding on to the Bauer boys hype. No, I do not think we should have got Brock. Based off what we've seen at the back end of the draft, we did not need Brock Bowers. Because now we went with a position of, listen, I liked Brock Bowers in the pre-draft process, but the issue with getting Brock Bowers in the first round was we're missing out on a potential long-term answer at offensive line, and then we're going to have to go into the mid-rounds and find a tackle that we can really develop and all that stuff, and then find a way. It would have been a really messy situation for the Jets draft if they went with Brock Bowers. No, I'm very happy with this. I'm not looking back and thinking, yo, I wish we got Brock Bowers. Absolutely not. What up, Richie? This is an A-plus draft class. Got tackle that I want, the wide receiver that I want, got the quarterback that I want, got the running back that I want, an A freaking plus. We're on the same wavelength, Hayden Nate. We're on the same exact wavelength. Every AFC East team had a good draft, in my opinion. I agree. I think every AFC East team did a phenomenal job. The Patriots got 2 quarterbacks and 2 wide receivers. Okay, they're setting up their new future. The Buffalo Bills traded back a lot, but they got a lot of players that I think that the Buffalo Bills fans should be excited about. The Miami Dolphins, they started off a little questionable, but then they got some really big sleepers at the back end of the draft that I like about the Miami Dolphins. Okay? That's the thing. Let's go. Richie, do you see them using Malachi Corley like a Randall Cobb type of receiver? Quick slant, quick routes. Absolutely. That's a perfect comparison. If not, I mean, the thing about Randall Cobb is he never had the physicality that Malachi Corley brings. Because Malachi has this type of like physicality, anger in his game, where Randall Cobb in his prime was like a fluid, quick in and out of his breaks. But I think the Jets will utilize Corley similarly to how the Packers utilize Cobb in his prime, for sure. How can you hate a draft where we only have to fill in depth? And that's my biggest point, Justin. Can we stop pretending that the Jets had all these holes that they had to fill? There's no holes that the Jets needed to fill in the draft. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this class, is that we did not have holes to fill. We just needed to add depth and get future assets. That's what we did. That's what I'm talking about. You all still have Conklin, right? If so, he'll be a beast with the right quarterback. Exactly. That's why Brock Bowers wasn't a huge, you must get him or we're going to thing. Brock Bowers feels like if we got him, it would have been icing on the cake. It would have been like, oh, wow. I mean, we didn't need him, but he'll help. We have 2 solid tight ends, and I even like the tight ends behind those 2. Tyler Conklin has been solid with the Jets with bad quarterback play. Jeremy Ruckert is ready to break out. I like Kenny Yeboah. We still got Zach Kuntz. Okay, we brought in some undrafted free agents to compete. I like the tight end room as it is, so I'm not crying over Brock Bowers. I can't believe there's still Jets fans that are. Let's not pretend that this tight end room that we have stinks. Let's go. go. Hit that like button, folks. We got over 200 people live watching, and I'm super excited to keep breaking this down. Love the picks, but the JFM trade was a big buzzkill. I get the cap reasons, but still a buzzkill. Love that guy. Yes, that is very true. Did not bring that up yet today. The John Franklin Myers trade, that's the issue when you are building a win-now team. You have to sacrifice good players. You got to sacrifice good players, and the Jets had to do that, unfortunately, with JFM. Very unfortunate. Really, 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 really unfortunate. But hey, that's a numbers game. You guys know me, how I feel about JFM. I would always defend him. Always love JFM. T. Rivera with the $5. Thank you so much for the super chat, my guy. How come we're not talking about the third round we got? Also, by not having a second round was one of the reasons we didn't get a Dunze, but overall, a great draft. What do you mean? How come we not talking about the third round we got? Oh, yeah, the third rounder that we got for next year is huge, T. Rivera. Absolutely. The Jets traded a fourth-round pick this year for next year's third-round pick. Massive. And for not having a... Yeah, so we got ammunition for next year's draft that now we have 2 third-rounders. So we can package a third-rounder for a player at the deadline, or we can be aggressive in next year's draft to trade up, right? So, absolutely. Absolutely. That was one of the best. Joe Douglas made so many trades. A lot of trades. Every single round he made a trade. He made a trade round 1, trading back with Minnesota. He traded up on day 2, and then day 3, he traded everything. He traded back multiple times. He traded up for Jordan Travis. And now we have locked and loaded more ammunition. I love that Joe Douglas flipped a 4th-round pick this year to get us some more assets, because that is so big. I think that's one of the most underrated trades of this entire draft. Okay? That's one of those underrated things about this entire draft, is that we got a extra 3rd-round pick next year. Do you know how massive that is? Holy. I don't think people realize how massive that is. Not even from a draft standpoint, but like assets to trade. That's what I'm talking about. Now we have extra trade assets for the trade deadline, for a player next year. Brothers. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Freaking love that, baby. I'm pumped up right now, and Jets fans, you should be pumped up too. Let's freaking get it. Now, I see somebody in the chat just said that my hat is fire. You like the hat? Well, guess what? If you guys refresh, who said that? I saw it in the chat. Where was it? Here it is. Chris says, dude, that hat is effing fire. Also, can't wait for my dude Jordan Travis to grow behind Aaron Rodgers and ball out. Jets forever, boy. You know it, Chris. This is my guy right here. He sees the vision. Now, if you guys refresh, I just added this hat in the product tab, so you guys can get the link if you guys are interested in this hat. It is really clean. It's the Jets' new secondary logo. I really am a big fan of it. It's a snapback. If you refresh this thing, if you refresh this stream, you'll see that the hat is now linked right underneath. And if you guys shop here, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Because now they have a new feature on YouTube that they give creators commission on tagged products. So if you want to send me a super chat, like this is another version of a super chat, if you will. If you purchase this hat, your boy gets commission on it. So it's another way to support me as a creator, just being transparent, letting you guys know about the brand new feature on YouTube that the creators get commission on a hat that is, or not a hat, any product that's listed. So I'll even list a custom jersey. See, look, it's cool how they added this feature. Not gonna lie. Wow, you see the portal. Look at that portal. It's like, pew. Oh, I love you guys. I cannot wait. I can talk about this class forever. I literally can. So let's freaking go. We added a Garrett Wilson jersey there. You love it. We got another super chat. Richie, thanks for this channel. Going through some health issues, and this just makes my day. Well, brother, I am always here, and you can always reach out to me. I am an email, an Instagram, a Twitter DM away. If you ever want to reach out and talk to me personally, I'm always here for you, my man. I'm glad I could be some type of lift in your life of any sorts. And just know that I'm always here to support, man. If you ever need anything, I'm your guy, man. And hope all is well. Keep your head high. And just know that you got to go through some adversity in times in our lives. Got to get through the ringer. Got to go through some darkness to find that light within, man. May suck in this moment, but just keep that perspective, man. Keep that perspective. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Richie, and for those that doubt Corley, I advise them to check Steve Smith breakdown of him. He called him the steal of the draft. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. I can't believe someone just said this. What makes you believe CJ Mosley is washed up? This is the most uneducated take I think I've ever seen. Don't get me started. My listeners here consistently on my channel know that if you start talking bad about CJ Mosley, I'm going to ground you. The guy had 152 total tackles last year. The captain, the leader of this team. Have I seen CJ Mosley run? Yes, I have seen CJ Mosley run. So you're telling me you want to get rid of the captain of this football team on defense, the leader, the player that everybody looks up to, the brains, literally the face of the defense because he maybe has a half step slow? That's why. If that's the reason you want to get rid of CJ Mosley, that is moronic in my opinion. And I say that respectfully. I'm so sick of people not seeing the value that CJ Mosley brings to this football field. Is he not as dynamic and as good he was in his prime in Baltimore? Yeah. Has he lost a step? I'm not denying that. He's definitely up there in age. But in my opinion, his value is still through the roof. His brains makes everybody on the same page. He's holding his teammates accountable. He lines everybody up. All those things are way more important than me if he misses a step. Okay, we got so much support around CJ Mosley with Quincy Williams right next to him, with dogs in the secondary behind him, with elite talent up front to bail out a guy who may be missing a step. So, I don't know. I completely disagree with anybody that has anything negative to say about CJ Mosley at all times. And I'm not afraid to press people back, as you could tell right in this moment. Because it drives me nuts that people don't see the value of CJ Mosley on this football team still in this moment. He's a dog. He's a captain. He took many pay cuts and many restructured contracts to stay on this football team for a reason. The Jets would be idiotic to get rid of him. He has been the leader and the face of this defense since he got here. Now, he got here and had a very interesting start to his Jets career. Obviously got injured in the first year, sat out the next year. And then since Robert Saleh came here, he's been the leader. He did not lead the Jets in tackles last year because Quincy Williams broke out. And that's another thing. Do we not want to give CJ credit for the breakout of Quincy Williams? I'm not going to hold on to that CJ Mosley talk forever. But boy, oh boy, we need Jets fans to start appreciating what CJ Mosley is. Because I tell you this right now, if CJ Mosley was not on this Jets defense, they are not as good as they are. They are not as good as they are. Brains and mentality is so important. Stop just looking at the physical elements of the game of football. Stop looking at the physical elements of football only. It's a mental game. And CJ Mosley's mind is on another level. This is what I mean. I don't care about being a captain. He's old and a liability in coverage. We have plenty of leaders on the team. Bro, you cannot. Oh my God. That is crazy. That is the craziest take I've ever heard. He is the captain. He is the leader of this defense. Do you realize how much of a hit of a locker room it would be for this defense to swallow the pill that CJ Mosley's gone? Bro, stop looking at the physical element of the game of football and realize it's way bigger than that. Okay? It's way bigger than that. I'll leave it at that because that's just so uneducated and moronic. CJ is my current favorite player, does nothing but sacrifice. Exactly. How can you see what CJ does and not want him to be on this football team forever? He's the best tackler on this team. He has the best mindset on this team. He's the one riling people up in the locker room, giving up hype speeches before the football games that start off pregame. I mean, you name it, bro. He's given countless pay cuts, and we got people saying that all those things. Crazy, bro. Craziness. Whatever. I digress. Now, getting into more in depth of this draft class, we got 171 people of you voted in the poll. 41% said an A. 51% said B. So that's good. I think that the balance of Jets fans, and I don't know, whatever fan base is watching, giving us a vote is good. I think an A at 40% and a B at 52% tells me that the majority of Jets fans are pleased. The majority of Jets fans are pleased by the NFL draft. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Love this. Kyle says, thoughts on the JFM move? Any additions you'd like them to make now? Feel like their plan is thinking defense doesn't play as much because of Rodgers, to the starters play more. Yeah, I mean, listen, the John Franklin Myers move is definitely not ideal, but it's a numbers game, man. It's a numbers game. That's the reason for it. You can't have both Hassan Reddick and JFM. It's one or the other, and the Jets elected to go Hassan Reddick. Look at CJ this year. I promise you will understand. Bro, everyone said the same thing last year and the year prior. Just saying. And he keeps proving people like you wrong every single year, and I cannot wait for him to prove you wrong yet again. Will he have one or two plays where he gets beat? Yeah. And I'm fine with that. Oh, watch. He's going to get beat over the top by a play. He's washed. But just forget all the other positives that he brings to the football field. And yes, I watch film. Will the Jets sign Reddick? For an extension, you mean? I don't know. CJ's like having a coach on the field. Exactly, bro. He is a coach on the football field, and people are out there just upset because he got mossed by a tight end or he missed a tackle in the open field because he's maybe a step slow. Give me a break, bro. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture, bro. Come on. Hopefully we re-sign Connor McGovern for some interior offensive line depth and center guard flexibility with Tippmann. I would love Connor McGovern back on the same contract as last year. I would love Connor McGovern back on the same contract as last year. Bro, do coaches get 152 tackles in a season? Like, can we just stop lying? My man CJ had 150 combined tackles. I'm actually curious. Of this stat. I'm actually very curious. Very curious in something. In this specific stat. Let's see. All right. So, CJ Mosley, and I was actually wrong. He actually led the Jets in tackles, not Quincy Williams. CJ Mosley was eighth in the NFL in tackles. Top 10. And he's just bad. Good in pass. He's not as good against the pass. Well, that's why we have Sauce Gardner. That's why I have DJ Reed and Michael Carter II. Do you not realize how this defense is built? It's not built on ball hawking the middle of the field. It's built on getting to the quarterback and forcing them to throw the ball to the boundaries. That's how this defense has been top 5. So we're just going to negate the fact that he's a top-tier tackler in the NFL because he may be a little susceptible in coverage. I mean, it keeps getting more uneducated the more we go. Oh, it makes me laugh. And I will press because I like to defend my boys up for the New York Jets. I'm not going to let slander slide anymore. Mr. Nice Guy Richie has gone. And look at this. Look at this. You want to talk about CJ Mosley's coverage? Woo! I wonder what Mr. Max has to say about this. Because PFF has CJ Mosley with a 90.6 coverage grade last year. A 90.6 coverage grade last year. What is he going to say now? An all-pro. He wasn't even as good in run defense and pass rush as he was against the coverage. Okay? I don't know what more you need to see. 83 overall grade. And we're slandering CJ Mosley with a 90 coverage grade. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But I digress. Oh, man, I love it. I love you guys. And hey, don't take anything personal. If I'm ever going after you in the chat, just know it's because I'm defending my guys. I'm defending my guys, bro. Now we agree. With all due respect, bro, I respect PFF over your opinion. That's all I'm saying. I mean, come on. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving you the facts. That's all I'm doing. I ain't hating on my all-pro. Like, when I see any slander, I go after. I attack. But it's all love. Just know that. It's always love. It's always just me having a destined to defend my guys. And it's never personal. Hey, Richie, any players you like in undrafted free agents that we signed? Not sure if you already talked about it. Yeah, I haven't really went deep into the undrafted free agents yet. But I do like Tyler Harrell, the wide receiver, the speedster who ran a 4.28 at his pro day. I like Leonard Taylor, defensive tackle from Miami. Braden McGregor as well is a guy that I think would be good from Michigan. Those are the three guys that I think that would be really ideal. Braden Latham, offensive guard from Arkansas. You can always develop interior offensive linemen. So there's some guys. There's some guys. Appreciate the love, Julian. Appreciate the love. All love from Hempstead. Strong Island love. Strong Island indeed, brother. It's all love, Max. You know that. It's all love, bro. It's all love. W draft A-. You know it. You know it. CJ's weak, bro. He's a liability. He's a liability. Look at the all-22 when the Jets are getting lit up on D. It's all on him. Bro. Okay. Let's just pretend the Jets get lit up on defense all the time. Let's just pretend that they just get absolutely killed on defense all the time. That we're not a top 5 defense. And once in a while when the Jets get beat. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break, bro. Can anyone tell me what the plan is on a Super Bowl or bust year? Clark off an ACL, shouldn't be starting. Brought back Ashton Davis. Tony Adams is still there. We drafted Jalen Key. If there's one position that I'm not worried about in terms of like injuries, and it's the safety room. The safety room, I have a lot of confidence in this coaching staff to put the best players on the field and developing them and putting them in the right situations to succeed, no matter their name on the back of their jersey, if that makes sense. I really trust the culture here. A+ draft until proven otherwise. When they do, it's because of CJ. So you're telling me because of the little small handful of plays that CJ Mosley gets beat, we're going to throw away all the 90% of the positive that CJ Mosley brings, so we should get rid of him? Is that what you're trying to tell me? If that's so, please let me know. You're telling me the 10% of the time that CJ gets beat and is a liability in coverage and the offense gets a big play in the Jets defense outweighs the 90% of the positives that he brings that makes the Jets football team top 5? Come on now. People are saying to replace him. No, we're not doing that. The running game is going to be bananas, Brees, and Braylon. Phenom! You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Strong Island represent. Leonard Taylor was one of Connor Rogers' top 150 players on his big board. Damn. Damn. I know, man. I mocked this Jets team to draft Leonard Taylor, I think, many times. You're way too emotional like a little girl. Nah, just press people like you. I got no issues with that. I mean, if I just let things go in the chat without being heard, without being pressed, I'm not doing my job, bro. If you're getting emotional, it sounds like you're the one getting emotional, bro. I'm just talking ball. Seems like you're the one in your feelings right now. Richie, this dude is a moron. CJ is a great player, period. Dude just trolling, probably not even a Jets fan. I'm not afraid to press people about deferring opinions. That's just the way I live. That's just the way I live. I was like you guys last year, maxed and milked until I watched film this year, and all I see is him being a dog. Trust me, I don't know if Max and Milk are new to the channel, but this isn't new. I've been debating Jets fans with CJ Mosley for 4 seasons. Just want to make that a known. I got to make that known. I have been debating Jets fans about CJ Mosley for 4 years. This is not new right now. Anybody that watches my channel consistently knows that if you bring up CJ Mosley in a negative way, I will always press you with it. Happened 4 years ago, happened 3 years ago, happened 2 years ago, happened last year. Now it's happening now. And it will continue to happen. Because I enjoy doing it. Let's go. This offseason was about fixing the offense, free agency, and the draft. Check that box big time. Why these fools talking about backing up Mosley on a premier defense? It is what it is, man. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Screw it. I want 2-year extensions for JD and Salah. We have something brewing, and we got to see it through. Love it. Love it. I don't know if you covered AVT's 5th-year option pickup. I did not cover that. Thank you, Zachary. Bro, there's so much that it's going on. It's so hard to keep up with everything. I'll be honest with you guys. And the Knicks are a big reason for it. Okay, my Knicks being in the playoffs and killing it is making it like, it's a lot, right? But yes, big time, big time. The Jets picked up AVT's 5th-year option. Absolutely love it. Mekhi Becton went to Philadelphia. I think that's the best possible destination for him. Swing tackle in Philadelphia. 1-year deal, $5.5 million. And I think that the Jets, it's sad. It's sad just from the perspective that we wanted Mekhi to work out, and he didn't. But the Jets already replaced him in Olu, so goodbye, Mekhi. Good luck. All right, folks, before we go any further, let's hear a quick word from a proud sponsor. You guys know them very well. If you did not pick up your Manta Sleep Mask, I don't know what you're doing by now. 10% off. Clicking the link in the description. Manta Sleep, baby. Let's go! As you all know, we've had a proud sponsor of Jets Media for quite some time now, and they happen to be Manta Sleep. Now, if you guys want to use my promo code JETS, you will get a 10% discount code. That link is down below in the description. Now, you might be wondering, what is Manta Sleep? If you guys have any struggles with sleeping, I cannot highly recommend more the Manta Sleep Pro Mask. Now, I've been using this since they became sponsors on the channel months ago, and I literally wear this exact sleep mask every single night before sleep. Again, guys, this is what you got to invest in if you're having any difficulty with sleep. It is the most advanced sleep mask on the market, and I promise you, you will not regret getting your sleep mask. It absolutely takes out the light, 100% blackout, zero eye pressure technology. So when you put it on, you can open your eyes. But really, my favorite part about it is it completely turns out the light. So even if you want to put it on for a midday nap, or even you don't even want to take a rest, you just want to put the sleep mask on, even meditate. It's a really mindful practice, and I cannot recommend them more to you guys. They have a lot of different masks on their website. This happens to be the Pro Mask, which I personally recommend. It's what I use. But don't forget, use that link down below in the description, 10% off discount code. They have a Bluetooth mask if you want to listen to music. They got a silk mask. They got ones for kids. They got a weighted mask. They got a cool mask. Definitely check out their website. Cannot recommend them more. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for being a proud sponsor of Jets Media. Shout out to Manta Sleep, baby. Let's go. Hit that like button. Dolphin State of Mind says, Richie, I respect how you defend your team in such a positive manner and respect on how you just shake off the haters. Nobody can tell you how to fan. That's the beauty of this. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. And I'm not here to try to sway others' opinions. I'm just here to be objective with the facts. That's what it is. Appreciate you, bro. Richie, your hat is fire. Guys, if you want the link to this hat, the link is right below. Click the shop. There's a like button, there's a share button, and there's a shop button. You look underneath the show, you'll see the link to this hat if you're interested in it. 100%. Let's go. CJ Mosley is a stud. What Jets fans should be talking about is trading off Franklin Myers. What a blow for our defense. That is a big blow. Definitely a big blow. Definitely a big blow. Yeah, this guy can keep going on about CJ. I'm definitely going to ignore it. I'm so sick and tired of talking about it. Can you imagine the Wildcat with Corley, Hall, and Allen? Dude, The Jets have finally a actual core of talent at the young offensive playmaker position. Isn't that beautiful? Like, we have two young stud core of the offensive playmakers in Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. And now you add in Malachi Corley and Braylon Allen. You got Jeremy Ruckert in the tight end spot for the youth. Okay? Now we got, and we also have three. Can we stop pretending? Oh my God, I'm getting really excited. We have three foundational pieces on the offensive line, too. Elijah Vera-Tucker, Joe Tippmann, and now Olu Fashanu. That's 3 draft picks in the first and second rounds on that offensive line for the future. And dare I add that we actually may have a quarterback to build? Yes. Yes. Wow. Oh my gosh. Jeremy Ruckert from Strong Island. You know it, baby. CJ brings an intensity to the squad you don't see in stats. Stud. I know. I hate people that just looks at box score, bro. Shows me all you need to know. Gotta watch the film, bro. AVT hasn't played a full year. He has not. I mean, technically he did. As his rookie season, he sat 1 game because of COVID. I'm not going to put that on him. But the last 2 years, he has to prove it. But in my opinion, I think it's definitely worth the risk of picking up his 5th-year option and doubling down because we want AVT here long-term. You want him. You want AVT long-term. And it's different because Elijah Vera-Tucker has so much talent where you're like, you need him to stay healthy. That's not a full year. I mean, bro, give me a break. He missed 1 game because he was sick with COVID. If you're not going to, yes, it wasn't technically a full year, but it's not like he didn't get injured. He caught a virus. Okay? His last 2 years, yeah, season-ending injuries. But in year 1, he was healthy. If CJ wasn't there, they would get sliced up even more. He can sniff out plays before they even snap. Bro, yeah, I mean, this guy can come and nitpick all the negative plays he wants from CJ Mosley and just going to forget all the positive plays. Guy does not know ball. It's so obvious. He's really exposing himself. It's pretty sad. We could have won all those games if we scored points. I don't know how you could watch the Jets and blame CJ for giving up a few passes. Our defense could lose 2 steps, and if we're scoring NFL average, JD Jets, you don't got to speak this truth right now, bro. This is all facts. It's just hilarious. You took a 2nd pick in the 1st round as quarterback and didn't develop him, but you think this team can develop and tush around quarterback. Yeah, I do. I do, Glenn. The only reason for it is we actually have Aaron Rodgers. We actually have a quarterback to help learn. He helped develop Jordan Love. Why can't he help develop Jordan Travis? And the difference is, Glenn, is Sam Darnold played week 1 to not have a veteran on his team to help him learn behind besides Josh McCown. We didn't have an actual supporting cast around him. Zach Wilson had some players around him to help. Did not have an actual quarterback on the team to sit and learn behind. Obviously, they tried to do it with Aaron Rodgers last year, failed miserably. The reason why I have optimism, and by the way, I'm not just sharpieing in Jordan Travis as the guaranteed future quarterback. We have to see him develop before we can say that. But I just have more confidence, Glenn, because I think this is the approach the Jets have to do. The approach of drafting a quarterback early in the 1st round and having him play week 1 has failed. But the way that they're doing it this time is different. They're doing it differently this time. That's why I like it. I'm happy to see that the Jets are going after their franchise quarterback in a new way. The right way, by the way. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. These haters came out of nowhere to hate. Go back to them sewers. Justin, actually, that's not true. The haters are always here. The haters are always here. And without haters, I would not be doing what I do for a living, just so you know. You know what I mean? The love comes and the hate. There's no love without hate, if that makes sense. Yin and yang, light and dark, sun and moon. I can keep going. There always has to be a contrast, baby. Always has to be a contract. $22 million is dead cap and putting a much better team on the field. Sometimes there's more to it than just numbers. CJ is the field general, and hey, he said it. Max, you're not showing no hate, brother. Absolutely not. That's not who I'm referring to when I say to hate. Absolutely not. You're respectful with your analysis. And by the way, I love to get into debates with Jets fans. Absolutely. We have this other guy saying something I'm not even going to put on the screen, bro. Like, the damn. Not you, Max. I appreciate you, brother. This other guy's wilding. Out. LaSalle with a super chat. I have full trust in them developing one of these undrafted free agent DNs into the next JFM, but I'm going to miss him. Facts. I mean, Michael Clemens is definitely going to get an increased role. He has definitely not lived up to the, I mean, there's not really a lot of hype around Clemens, but hey. But I really like Leonard Taylor III, LaSalle. I really like that guy as an option. I really do. Thank you for the super chat, LaSalle. Oh, my God, Glenn. You're going to say with a defensive-minded head coach like we don't have Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, to sit and learn behind? He's the coach. Robert Saleh is not developing Jordan Travis. He will try. He will be part of the mental. Robert Saleh will help develop Jordan Travis mentally as a character, as a human being. But Aaron Rodgers will be the offensive coordinator for Jordan Travis. I mean, come on now. I won't miss JFM and his benefit. I knew someone was going to say it. Henny had to say it, man. I love it. Word up, Knicks fans. Shook Wells Fargo Arena like it was MSG. Facts, bro. It was great. I'm actually going to be live with Alex from Knicks Fan TV later today at 4:30. I'm excited for that. Who had the better draft, Pats or Bills? Tough one, Chris. I actually like both of their drafts. The Bills definitely had an interesting approach early on, but then they doubled down at receiver, I believe. The Patriots doubled down at receiver too. I really like the two receivers you guys got. And you got your franchise quarterback you hope to be in Drake May and a potential backup for the future in Joe Milton. The offensive tackle you guys got early was a little but overall, I like the Patriots draft. Let's talk about those BetUS odds, though. Okay, Henny. You want to talk about the odds? Did they shift yet? They have not. So if you guys check out BetUS, the AFC East odds to win the division is here. The Jets are at plus 200, Dolphins at plus 185, Bills at plus 170. Bro, you have to put your money on the Jets to win the division now before it's too late, in my opinion. If you guys want to get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,500, don't forget to click the link down below in the description. Open up your BetUS account today and get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. 24/7 customer service, fast 24-hour payouts. Big time shout out to BetUS for being the supporting sponsor of the channel.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Shout out to BetUS, baby. I made some good money on it. You going live on BetUS today? Yes, we'll be live on BetUS TV in an hour from now. If you guys want to check out the huddle to give you guys our full draft breakdown, I will put the link right now in the chat. BetUS TV is live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. I just put the link, guys. Would love for Jets fans to show up today on the huddle. And who just asked a question that I liked? Yes, George says, what is Jordan Travis' best quality? I can't tell you how excited I am that we will be letting a rookie quarterback redshirt a year or two. I know, right? So exciting. The quality that Jordan Travis has the most, that I personally love the most, is his intelligence. That's something that Zach did not have and Sam did not have. Like, Jordan Travis has a deep understanding of the game. He has a sense of a high football IQ. That is so important. Like, I can't stress enough how important it is to have any football player to have a good brain and mindset, but a quarterback. And I think the fact that he has a good head on his shoulders, he's going to be able to sit and learn. That's my favorite quality. It's not even the physical ability. It's not even just the ability for Jordan Travis to move his legs. We're going to get into all the physical traits that we love too. But my first thing that stands out to Jordan Travis is his IQ and his overall leadership. He's a natural leader. Natural leader. Zach did not feel like a natural leader. He felt like a forced leader. He's like, hey, guys, I don't know if that makes sense. Lascelles says, with another $5 super chat, I don't think Jordan need that much development mentally. If you see his interviews, way smart on football than Zach. I just said that, Lascelles. Look at that. Me and Lascelles, we know Jordan Travis very well. Lascelles and I have been on the Jordan Travis wagon for a while, and I literally just said exactly what Lascelles just said without even seeing the super chat. Because the developmental mentally is there for Jordan Travis. So there. Like, Zach Wilson got drafted because of his elite ability to throw the football with his arm. And that's it. He didn't really have the good mind and all the other intangibles, wasn't able to develop. But Jordan Travis, on the other hand, you can see the mentality is different from the get-go. Appreciate the super chat as always, Lascelles. Plumpy Boy, a new member of the channel. Hit those, all my members in the chat right now. Spam the member emojis. Spam it Aaron Rodgers or Jermaine Johnson. Oh, we have a CJ Mosley one. Oh, I'm going to spam these to get the haters mad. Get the CJ Mosley haters mad. Look at that. Mute with a $5 super chat. Richie, it's Ness. Love our draft. Offense, offense, offense. Corley will be a problem. Bolstered our offensive line, and Jordan will be our guy sitting behind A-Rod. Yes, baby. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Offense, offense, offense. I love our draft too. And thank you for letting me know your name is Mute now, Ness. Why is your name Mute? Why is your name Mute? Just curious. Appreciate the $5. Mute. Appreciate you, Ness. Appreciate you always, brother. Appreciate you always. I'm an FSU fan and a Jets fan, so big dub. Let's go, Natalie. I've seen a lot of Knowles fans come through and be very happy that the Jets drafted Jordan Travis because they feel like him sitting and learning behind Aaron Rodgers is going to be great. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jordan Travis has the knack for avoiding the pass rush and turnovers at the same time, which is rare. Yeah, he has that natural instinct to just make plays happen when the play breaks down. He can extend plays with his legs, and he doesn't force things. He doesn't turn the ball over. Those qualities are so important. So important. Let's go. Aren't Jordan and Aaron the same height? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm pumped up. I'm so pumped up. I just put the 2022 class in the chat. Come on now. The vibes are high. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Let's freaking get it, baby. This has been the 2024 draft class full breakdown. I got to do a lot of other things. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got another super chat. From Ness, Mute was just my gamer tag since I was a kid. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. I love it. I'm not complaining. I love it. Mute. You're now Mute now, Ness. I mean, hey, childhood gamer tags, they go hard. I changed my gamer tag like 800 times growing up. Thank you for the $2, brother. Great show, Richie. Joey, thanks for, I feel like, Joey, you've been here from the beginning and you're all the way here to the end. How about that, Joey? My man. Appreciate you, bro. When is the schedule coming out? Do we know the date? Yes, we do know the date. I'm actually have a Bleacher Report show scheduled that day. That's going to be May 9th. May 9th. May 9th. And that is going to be a big day because that's when I will be figuring out the dates for Jets Media Day and all those things. Got to get JT and AR to sign a football this summer. I mean, hey, I got Aaron Rodgers to sign a football right there, but Zach Wilson's autograph's right underneath it. And Alan Lazard's on it. But Quincy Williams is on it. Quinnen Williams is on it. AVT is on it. Who else is on it? Greg Zerl. No. Will McDonald's on it. Garrett Wilson's on it. But boy, Zach Wilson's on it, dog. Dang. Live show for the schedule release. Yes, sir, Kevin. I'm going live on Bleacher Report to do my initial reaction. Because the way Bleacher Report operates is they send you out like scheduled shows for the next month. And they scheduled me for the schedule release show, which I'm excited about. I would love for you guys to support your boy on Bleacher Report. I can't stress enough how big of an opportunity that is. I'm 1 year. I made my Bleacher Report debut last year during the draft. Now we're a full year into the Bleacher Report wave, and that has been life-changing for a lot of different reasons. Let's go. Travis broke his leg on the now prohibited hip drop tackle. Well, there we go. We don't got to worry about that. Now we don't got to worry about that. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap up the show here. Again, I will be live. Wow, you found me on Bleacher Report, Kevin. That's exciting. I'd love to hear that people has found this channel through a Bleacher Report show. That's freaking cool, man. That's freaking cool. I love that. Well, folks, if you click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat, you will see a link that will bring us to the huddle. Okay? We're going to break it all down. Check us out on the huddle at 3 p.m. EST. I'll see you guys then. Peace and love as always. Shout out to the chat. I will see you guys at 3 o'clock for the 2024 NFL Draft Grades. Peace and love. See you guys then. Peace out. Love you guys. Let's